all aligned. The devil's in the detail, lingered inside. Oh, a holy crime. But how can I hide you without an alibi? It's a rebel's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Going wrong like nonsense, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a rebel's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence without an alibi. Smoking gun, you got me on the run. We know that will come. We're out up till dawn. But how can I hide you without an alibi? It's a rebel's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Oh, we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a rebel's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence without an alibi.
So fragile, like it was built to break off the handle. How'd we get to this place? We're leaving everything behind for new and exciting feelings, but I won't leave you. Will everything we know be lost and changed for something new? Only time will tell, but I'll be holding you. 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 Let's slow down. I wanna live right now. I'm not worried, thinking about tomorrow. I'm feeling
This is it. One more map. Only one winner, sofT or Knives Out. You're watching the owning division finals of season 3 GCL powered by Elgato. And once again, it is I, Jess, and joining me on this side is Kira. And wow, what a first two maps this has been, and what a finals this has been.
This has been absolutely crazy, and at this point, I can't even predict who's gonna take this.
I
Both teams are
know.
just so close.
Ah, so close indeed. It just can't believe only one winner will come out on top here for that sweet prize. Both teams playing their heart out, and both games were so close as well. But this map is going to decide things once and for all.
Sounds so ominous, like dun dun dun. But hey, it's okay, you know. There's like season 4 later on. Like it won't decide like everything, right?
Listen, I'm trying to build out the suspense
All
here.
right, all right.
Select your
I definitely
agent.
was not helping in that situation.
Oh man. But I gotta say, both teams have such great sportsmanship, even with so much on the line, and this being the third map, and both teams being so close to winning this entire season in the division. They've been really nice about it in all chat. I don't know if you saw Kira. They're
I was looking.
so wholesome.
We love wholesome chats in here. I hope Twitch chat is being wholesome too, you know. I'm not looking right now, but afterward, when I look at the VOD, I'm watching. I'm watching you guys. Oh, we got word that they're not. all right. I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna be looking. So watch what you say. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Any case, back on topic as I'm exposing people left and right. We're gonna be seeing sofT once again on the attack and Knives Out starting on the defense. It's gonna be the same for all 3 of these maps, and this time we're only going to be seeing one sentinel coming out from sofT, as It's Me is going to be going on the Killjoy. Iris Peach once again picking up that Viper. Viper is, I feel like it's so great still. It's like just that stalling power that they will have. But now on the defense, it's going to be 2 Sentinels and a Viper of their own, actually, for Milk and Tea. Choosing that instead of the Omens. That's going to be pretty interesting, as sofT now is going to be going on A and trying to get some more information.
Trying to get some more information indeed, and now with that, they're gonna look to not, rush into things too early and play it a bit slower. It's Me who is gonna land that headshot onto the unknowing Addy, who's just wandering around in sight. But Lean does make her way here, gets a few shots in, does some damage, but isn't gonna confirm the kill, as Me will now fall to Riza, who will confirm that. Gingy, however, is already on site.
Look at this. She knows.
She checked and then she looked back. In the meantime, the spike will go down, and they're just making these shots look so easy. 1 shot, 1 kill, and now there's only 1 left on the side of sofT. That's gonna be Jay, who gets shot from the back. Milk Inti was waiting in that octagon area, and will get the best of her now to give us this first round in this last map of the finals.
You made a nice Overwatch reference there. Do you play Overwatch, Jess?
I used to.
Okay, there we go. I was like, there's no way that she hasn't played Overwatch before, and she said that. All right, just making sure, because you didn't get my CSGO reference, so I was very sad. But in any case, that is going to be Knives Out taking that first round, coming in from all sides, catching sofT off guard. They will be the ones with that weapon advantage going into round number 2. We're gonna have to see how this defensive side fares for them, because I feel like they have a lot of tools to be able to stop sofT from pushing onto the site, and I feel like that the last round or the last game, we saw a lot of just sites being given up for free. So I kind of want to see like a slowdown on the sites, if that's the right term, like making them work for it.
Oh, they're working in D. They have to go through all of this util, and they're choosing to wait it out as Addy is able to spot all of them, but not without taking a few shots on herself.
That's going to make sofT actually back off a little bit as they're going to regroup and now try along. There's going to be that tripwire there that's going to finally be broken, and that should signal to Knives Out that there are still people here, but once again, there is that teleporter ready and waiting. Viper Wall is going to go up. It's really hard to tell like which side's Viper Wall that is, but I think it makes sense that it's the side of sofTs, as they were the only one. Oh, is it the side of sofTs? Now I'm actually not sure. But in any case, Milk.
Oh, they
Milk
didn't check!
Hey.
Oh, she tried to get more, but still, that one was pretty good. As that is gonna buy enough time for her team to make their way here, but they went through two.
That's the spot.
That's
Down A.
Oh, that's
And there's
so unfortunate.
14 seconds, and they're not going to be able to go back.
Last player standing.
Yeah, this is looking real rough. That's gonna be a round on the side of Knives Out. What? Oh, that was very unfortunate.
Yeah, it was. If they were able to use, one of those, they actually don't have too many smokes on the side of sofT. They only really have that poison cloud, or maybe a blind, just to catch those members of Knives Out off guard. But it's going to be really hard for them to try to do any rotates if that Viper Wall has already gone down, or the poison cloud has been used somewhere else, or if the Toxic Axe runs out. There's a lot of factors in there. But it's cutting off the sightlines of Knives Out is going to be very difficult for them, as they're mostly going to be looking to just flash in and get onto these sites, as they do have quite a few at their disposal, 5 to be exact.
All is quiet as Milk and Tea waiting patiently in this corner. They're gonna check it, and they do. Milk and Tea will be the first casualty of this round now, as they are looking to execute onto this A site.
And now that is going to be the Viper Wall going down just to split it in half, but Lean is trying her best to play around it.
Spike
Tries her
down
best
A.
indeed, but will eventually fall after convicting that kill. It's in the meantime able to get 3K of her own to help her team go onto the site, but Dean was still out here, and she was not ready for that. Junji able to pick that one up, and it's left to Addy now. Coming in from CT, and this is going to be a hard one as that turret does spot her out, so they know where she is.
Cage triggered.
She's going in. Junji has the crossfires ready, and there it is, the kill to finish off this round now. 2-1.
Yeah, it really is just playing around the Viper Wall, and I think for the side of sofT, the Viper Wall becomes that much more important because you're able to flash through that with Reanimals and with Jay, and also go through it with Junji just to try to catch out Knives Out off guard, because they only have 2 flashes coming out of Dean, and if they don't have that, it's going to be really hard for them just to push through that. So I think maybe sofT will be using that Viper Wall after the plant, as we saw that in the previous game as well. It didn't come out until they were very sure of where Knives Out were, or they were just onto the site and planning and waiting for that post-plant situation. Now Knives Out going to be stacking 3 members toward A, and it is going to be Dean and Addy Senpai trying their best to hold this onslaught off B. Cam is going to spot out those members of sofT, and Knives Out are going to be making that rotate over.
Making that rotate over, but will it be in time? As they're looking to execute onto this site now. Jay opening things up with that kill as she jumps out the window into her death. Lean's gonna pick that one up, and that's gonna be a 4v4. This wall is splitting things across the map, and it's allowing them to make their way onto the site, but they're being watched. He's able to get one, Addy the other. The plant still trying to make its way onto the ground, and it does, but with only 1 member left, this is going to be hard to defend. Iris Peach is going to opt to use this hit, but will be deemed negligible.
Are you looking for words there, Jess?
Yes! didn't have to tap me like that.
I love exposing people, especially my co-caster. Thanks, Jess.
Listen.
It's okay. It's okay. But that Viper's Pit, very unfortunate as it was a 1v4 situation. Did try to make the best use of that, but when you have 4 people just pushing you, and there's not really that many places you can be, especially since that was in the middle of the site. So now going into this round, both teams are going to be on that full buy with the Seekers coming out for the side of sofT in addition to the lockdown. So that could provide sofT with a lot more information. One way, not going to work out as of yet. Hopefully we'll see that happen as do a little hop, step, jump onto the top of that box. All right, it's just gonna cover that front right now.
That smoke, the cloud is gonna make them second guess pushing through the showers area. As Milk and Tea is going to be wedged in that corner.
Yeah, I don't think they say, at least from the shower side, will be a good place for sofT to push, especially since Milk and Tea is right here just sitting with the cloud. They're actually still trying to come in here as Spike is making its way slowly back toward A.
He's watching short. Milk and Tea watching showers. That Lear does connect, but the shots of Milk and Tea connect as well, getting those 2 opening kills now. The left
30 seconds left.
3 remaining team members to go too short, but Lean is watching that, and she gets it. That's only 2 members now, and that one is going to try to divide them up, but Dean again with another kill, and Itsumi now the lone surviving member. The Spike on the other side is trying to cross over. Oh, she almost makes it through as she gets 2, but Addie's just going to finish that one off, and that's going to give another point to the side of Knives Out.
Yeah, and this is the hold that I'm talking about, right? Not letting them get onto the site, having great use of that toxic cloud in front of showers. And honestly, those kills were what allowed Knives Out to take that 4th round and extend their lead to 3 rounds this time as they push sofT back onto a save. So now sofT is just going to probably look to rush onto one of these sites and try to take those weapons out of the hands of Knives Out as they've decided to go toward B. But these are both of the Sentinels and they have a lot of stopping power as well. So we will be seeing if any of that stopping power will stop this push coming out of sofT.
Scout destroyed.
That was a lot of stopping there.
That was a lot of stop, yeah. Because stopping is really the name of the game right now. It's very important. Especially with the 2 Sentinels and the Viper. If you can't stop them, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you.
Just so many walls.
Look at this flank though. Coming out from Milk and Tea. They're
the turret!
No.
Foiled.
They're trapped right now inside of Hookah. So they have to pick somewhere to fight. They either jump out and potentially break their knees. I guess you can't break your knees because it's like not that far up. It's not Haven. But they're actually still gonna try to go on the site right now.
Oh, the jellyfish is coming out as well, and that's gonna help them out just a bit as they are able to now plant. The splashes are going on through as well. So is the Showstopper. A lot being expended here to try to get into the site. Now only 2 members left on the defending team. That's Milk and Tea and Frieza. And with that lockdown going down, it's gonna make things a lot harder. There's no way they have to get out of this. Frieza trying so hard to get out of the circle is going to meet the crosshairs of Free, leaving only Milk and Tea now in this hookah area. She's going to try to check her surroundings. Feels like one might be an elbow. Feels like one might be in tube. Gets that bite out, but time is ticking. There's not enough time, and they're just going to get that off the Thrifty buy.
Yeah, and that is going to be, as I said, sofT just trying to overwhelm those members of Knives Out that were on the site, able to pick up a few weapons of their own. And that altercation as 3 members did stay alive for that. They did expend the Seekers, expended the lockdown, but it's worth it. You get the round, close the gap to 2 rounds, but what you got to look out for now is those 5 ultimates coming out for Knives Out. And Any one of those, honestly, is very, very scary, as they could either end your life or figure out where you are. Actually, mostly just end your life, except for resurrect, of course. Actually, you could bring back somebody and then they could end your life. There we go. All of them are good.
Thank you for the clarification, Q.
You're welcome. I'm trying.
Trying indeed, and so is sofT trying to get into this B site, but that wall, ooh, just gonna block them out from that hookah area, and that trap wire as well. Just gonna give them the information they need to know that there's presence here and that they're trying to, you know, jump into this site. In the meantime, however, Gingy on this solo mission to this A site, possibly to get some kills, possibly to get some information. Stay tuned to find out. Tries to connect some shots there. They both see each other, but nothing just confirmed yet.
Yeah, that's gonna be some noise, but we will not see anybody, as it's a me. Has been picked off at B.
Picked off indeed, but even off of that, just no rush, no execution just yet. They're still waiting for that right time, and with the guiding light, just trying to guide them into the site. As Jay gets that opening pick to get into the site, she jumps on into her doom as Caddy picks that up. But then Nero theft. Oh, she was trying to get that off, but dies in the meantime. Jay with that 3K is just left to lean now, coming in from the CT. Three animals know she's there, and with that guiding light as well, information is given away, and they're getting ready for her entry. That Satchel coming out to try to distract.
Okay.
Work. She goes in. The showstopper now being disbanded as well, and she's trying to find a body here. She's trying to find someone, but Jay finds her first, and that's going to be a 4K and the round for sofT.
Yeah, nice post-plant hold coming out for the side of sofT. Just able to stop those members of Knives Out in their tracks while they were coming in from Defender's side. Now, it's not going to be a pretty buy for the side of Knives Out, as they did expend 2 ultimates there and weren't able to capitalize on it. But it's going to be an operator coming out from It's-Me once again on the attack. I feel like both times we've seen the operator has been on the attack on It's-Me. So, very interesting choices, but we will see if that is able to be used this round, as she will be looking into showers. But I do not think Knives Out are going to push this at all.
One early Viper's pit as well for B, but all the action is looking towards A now, as Yuto will be fleshed out to try to buy some time.
Shining light, not able to find anybody, but the operator is alone here at showers. It's going to be the Viper's wall going down to try to get them onto the site. It's-Me's going to have to try to find one of these members here.
Oh, she finds one but doesn't find the kill, as the rest of Knives Out able to converge and connect their shots there. It looks like Iris Peach will be making a beeline now to B site, with 3 animals awaiting in this long area.
Yeah, but now because they have picked off 3 members of sofT, they're able to get those weapon upgrades since they were dropped at short and in showers. Actually, not going to pick up that operator, so it'll be that full weapon upgrade, but they have not gone onto B site yet, and this has allowed Riza here with the Ares that we've seen her be so effective on already here and waiting.
The Lear doesn't connect, and she's able to get that kill onto Reanimals. That 3K coming out. It's left to Iris Peach now, who's gonna get pinched very shortly. Lear coming on out, and she gets one, but is going to fall to lean now. And another thrifty round, this time on the side of Knives Out.
Looks like thrifty is the name of the game on Biden right now. Sell all your weapons. Get those pistols. Actually, it wasn't technically the pistols. It was some stingers and specters as well. But let's see all sheriff round from both sides. Then it's like neither of them have the advantage, right?
Yes, this should do.
Next pistol round, perhaps, if anyone's listening. Actually, they shouldn't be listening. But in any case, going into this round, it's still going to be that strange buy from Knives Out, as they were able to save those weapons. But sofT are going to be pushing more together toward this site. And actually, it looks like that Viper wall goes through teleporter. Did not know that could happen. Fun fact.
Oh.
So that's the same wall. I thought it was like 2 different walls, and I was like, but there's no way. Interesting. Well, that would be good. At least when they come out, they'll get 50 HP, right?
The more you know.
sofT are still taking this quite slow. That has been a theme for their takes of site. And I would prefer that they be a little bit faster since they have those flashes and both of those duelists. But now, they're gonna do what I said.
Yeah, everyone's just blowing their ults now. Complete chaos as they're trying to get onto this site, but sofT going to pick up these 2 kills. The Viper's pit out as the spike will go down now, and it's just left to the 3 remaining members of Knives Out, all whittled away in the CT area. They're trying to make their way through into Viper's world. The Animals with that Leer is going to connect that and connect the shot onto Lean. Now it's left to 2. Also in this area, Grease awaiting it, but that Ares is just so good with. It comes out, and so does the rest. Now it's a 4v3, and they're still trying for this. They have to venture into this pit. When they see her on top, able to get her down, but there's not enough time left.
Last player standing.
Oh. Now that's once again going to be that Killjoy Swarm Grenade coming out and taking out a member of Knives Out, which allows for Itami to finish off that round and close the gap. And now it is 5-4, and once again, we have a game on our hands as both teams are going to be able to mostly buy up for this round, but there are no ultimates. As you said, a lot of ultimates came out. Frags were just traded back and forth, and it will be sofT coming out on top. So I really like that they had that aggressive push onto a site. I want to see it more. Right, you got 3 more rounds in this half, and then gotta let's see some more flashes onto site and try to overwhelm those members of Knives Out.
But I don't want to see the flashes because then I can't see Kira.
Okay, true, but if you're okay, why don't we see some Reyna flashes so we can see?
Can't see? Our screenshot's
Yeah,
purple.
no. If we're like on the side using it.
Hopefully our observer Casey won't blind us. And so
Now that you say that, she's gonna blind us every single time.
Toxins going up.
Once again, it's just this slow push right now, just trying to get more information. Luckily, we're not blinded with the first guiding light going into U-Haul, but it is still going to be milk and tea there as sofT right now are going to just go through that teleporter and make a quick rotate to B, but Lean is right here along with Riza. She'll be able to put up that Sage Wall and just stop the push of sofT once again, and that gives more time for Knives Out to posture themselves onto this B site.
I've bought them enough time, and with only 20 seconds left, they're struggling to make their way onto site. Lean gonna get that kill onto Jinji. And both Vipers are gonna meet each other. The timer is ticking down now. 10 seconds left. The spike has to go down now. These bodies are dropping. Trying to keep themselves into this, and they're able to retake successfully on the side of Knives Out.
Yeah, and I think I do like sofT's. I like their strategy, right? To kind of run down the clock and then be hyper aggressive. But then if you do that, you have to take out those members of Knives Out. Like, you have to make sure that you can actually capitalize on those flashes and all that utility you're throwing on, because otherwise you will be stuck with no time and no way to get back onto the site. And apparently there's a setting so the blind doesn't blind you, and I don't know where it is. So hopefully we'll be able to figure that out in the future when we cast together, so we will never be blind, Jess.
That goes there.
Ooh, thank you, Vito.
This is a nice spot.
Don't worry, we'll figure that out for next time, so we will never have to ask for our observer to not blind us again. But this time, Aline is going to be holding a little bit aggressively toward Octagon, and that Boombot is going to spot out some members of sofT who are now onto that save. They're going to be running up B long right now, trying to get onto the site, doing a little more of the aggression that I was talking about.
Aggression indeed. They're using a lot of util now to try to get onto the site. The guiding light, more like blinding light, able to flash on through as Leap is going to be pushed back, but it doesn't matter. Her teammate able to get some kills there. There's Jay with that sheriff kill, and now it's a 3v3. Spike has gone down. Action is afoot on the site. Make it only one member left, and that's going to be Jay on this elbow area. Dean is coming for her, and she's completely blinded, and she's able to get that one on the side of Knives Out, bringing them even closer, or like extending the
round
gap,
before the
as you would
switch.
say, Kira.
Extending the gap. True, that is something I would say. But again, that was sofT's save round, so at least they were able to get onto site, plant, take out some members of Knives Out, which is not going to do too much to their economy, as it is going to be the last round of the half, and every team member has a rifle. Gonna only be that showstopper, and I say only that showstopper, but showstopper kills people. All right, so showstopper and lockdown from sofT, and they are looking towards short. And Riza is gonna be prepared with this wall, but actually choosing not to use it and back off onto the site, as that is going to be the Viper wall, trying to hold off sofT for as long as they can.
And there's the doggo going on its search, finding nobody, as the rest of the team members are now postured onto the shower side, awaiting this rush.
That's short, Jess. There's nobody in showers right now.
No, like they're postured to showers. Like,
Oh, like Knives Out is posturing towards
yeah,
showers.
yeah.
That is true. They have quite a good angle because of the Viper's wall. And they're gonna have to wait. Oh, and because that toxic screen went down, they're coming in.
Ooh, up she goes, and
Oh!
out she blows. There's Shinji with that opening kill, and the showstopper. Lockdown is going to be expended, as they are going to go for this plant, and they'll have to retake on the side of Knives Out.
Yeah, and the plant actually did not go down as of yet, and Dean is pushing in through showers.
Successful push as well, is going to opt to hop Empress, and the rest of sofT is going to be in this short cubby and Lamps area, as bodies are going to be fall, and they're already diffusing. And they get the defuse. They didn't know.
That's the Sage wall, and because of all that chaos, it's just really hard to hear when that spike gets tapped. So that was a really good diffuse on the side of Knives Out, as that will take them. Did I mess up the colors again? Yeah, no, that's a good diffuse on the side of Knives Out, as they're going to be on the attack now with 8 rounds to their name. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Got it.
I think the colors are definitely screwing up for me a little bit. I see what the issue is. I think the scoreboard is like flipped for me now, so that the colors like don't necessarily match up. All right, but this is fine. We will work through this. This is fine, as everything burns down around me, exactly like that Phoenix spray. But this could be fine for Reanimals, as she will just peek out, not able to catch anybody out though.
Ooh, that was a gutsy peek, and she came out with her life, and she came out with the assertion of dominance, as everyone's gonna back away from that hookah area now. Going to be looking towards long, but Reanimals has her crosshairs aligned right there, and there. Grenades are being shot out as well, and that's gonna force some members of Knives Out to take the TP and move over to A.
Yeah, now they're all going to take the TP, and that is going to be 4, leaving Addy Senpai once again in that lurking position. But sofT have already rotated over.
Healing over here.
They've rotated over, and the Sage Wall is separating the two teams, as the spike still miraculously goes down, and it's just going to be a lot of spam shotting with these pistols now.
Hostile removed.
Toxin screen down.
So moving along the site, Shinji so eerily low at only 11 HP. sofT really has to try to move in, but they're watching these exits, and Shinji's gonna be the first to fall. Now Iris Peach, now Reanimals, Riza with 3. Now can she get the 4th? It's gonna be something left. She gets spotted out. They know where she is. They know her location, and it's going to be hard for her to get even close to the spike, as Milk and Tea will pick that one up, and that is going to be a 9-4 score now. They're almost running away with this, Kira.
Yeah, great use of the Sage Wall there in order to get the plant down. And because it was the pistol, it's really hard for the pistols to break the Sage Wall fast enough before it solidifies. So because the spike was able to go down, and then there was a lot of just Viper walls causing chaos on that site that will allow for Knives Out to be able to pick off those members of sofT one by one, or to extend their lead to a 9-4.
Yes, this
Now it looks like they're not going to be doing too much of what sofT was doing on the attack. They are a little more aggressive and decisive in picking a site to go on and then aggressing on it, even though they don't have as many aggressive tools as sofT had. You know, they don't have as many flashes, but at least they have those two duelists to help them out. And this time that site is going to be B. Addy Senpai will be with the team, and they're going to be going into some Killjoy utility.
They're jumping into all of this Killjoy util, and that does some great damage onto Addy and Lean, who are now heavily injured. That heal is not going to be on their team. This guy is on the other. Riza going to come through for a teammate and get that heal. Spike has been planted, and they're going to play for retake here. It's a straight on 5v5, so a lot of chaos is going to ensue, and there's the opening kill. Steve, no one's spotting her. No one knows she was there, and she's able to get them on the back foot.
As sofT there almost actually pulled it out. They were getting a lot of great kills onto Knives Out, catching them off guard, but not able to finish it off at the end. And once again, it's going to be the third round and a half, and look at that. Sage already has that resurrect. They are really just piling on the points. To Riza right now, she is 18-6, planting the spike, potentially even getting those orbs. So that will be that 6th man coming out from the side of Knives Out that cannot come out from the side of sofT, as they do not have a Sage of their own. And now for this round, sofT will be on that rifle buy, and they're really going to have to stop Knives Out from trying to get onto one of these sites. The most important kill will be on Riza because of that resurrect, as I just said. Once again, sofT going to be putting themselves more toward that shower site with, ooh, that is a very nice poison cloud. Will stop Knives Out right in their tracks.
But Kira sofT does have a 6-man. It's the turret.
Okay, but can the turret do 160 damage to your head with the Vandal?
No, but it can still kill. It doesn't need a gun to kill.
Okay, true. But it can't do 30 damage at once, which I think is the default for the Vandal. Or 26. I think Phantom is 26, right? Vandal's 30?
How do you
But
know this from the top of your head?
I don't know. Please don't quote me, actually. Now I'm worried that I'm not getting this right. But now it seems like Knives Out are going to be playing a lot slower, as there are 30 seconds left. And they have actually gotten a lot of members of sofT to go on to A with only It's a Me here. She's able to get a frag though, but that should be the site going down, should be the spike, sorry, going down onto B.
Spike planted.
And there it goes. Now the rest of the team is making their way onto the site, but not going in together as Reanimals is going to fall. Gingy now trying to go through this hookah area.
Oh,
but there's someone guarding it. And it's going to be Dean at 13 health, waiting.
Last player standing.
Oh, and there she goes. It's left now to only one remaining member in Riza, and they know where she is, and they're going for her. And there she goes. Itsumi getting that 3K now, and that's a 10-5 score.
Yeah, because Knives Out just went further back, we see those kills happening in Octagon, in hookah. sofT able to take advantage of that and just close in from those sides, able to take them out. And that is going to put one on the board for them, as they will now only have a 5-round deficit with the Killjoy ultimate available for this round. And because they are going against the save for Knives Out, hopefully this will be a 10-6 for them.
Placing alarm bomb. Placing swarm grenade.
Hopefully. But
You never know.
Yeah, we've
But
seen the
there's-
30 rounds in the beginning of this map.
But there's no deagles. There's only ghosts. I don't think anyone has used a deagle actually in this game. It's mostly ghost.
No, I think I saw a deagle last
Maybe
map.
one.
What
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't
last map
seen-
though.
Yeah, what I haven't seen is a Frenzy all series. RIP Frenzy.
Oh really? Oh no, that's so sad. Now I'm sad.
And Dean should be too. First to fall as sofT. Now having the double dash spikes
Oh.
now, but it doesn't even matter. They're just gonna go on in and get all those frags out.
Yeah, and the hold now has been pretty great for sofT. I guess the retake because of that killjoy utility coupled with the Raze and the Viper. So that just does a lot of damage to Knives Out. And if they're able to continually take advantage of that, that should allow for them to close the gap as they've been able to get 2 defuses at this point. But Knives Out now, it's going to be on a little bit of that ping pong economy, as if they do not win this, they're going to be in a sticky situation. But they have the Resurrect, they have the Empress. This should be able to help them as sofT once again are going to set up around A with the Viper, with the Killjoy. So this will not be the most ideal place for them to be pushing, as the Viper wall will go up in addition to that Boombot.
Running on in, and Iris Peach almost caught off guard there, but that wall came up just in time. Wow, from up top, Gingy going to get that showstopper kill, and that's going to stop the plant just momentarily. They're so injured, and just going to be one left. But Jay getting that kill with the doggo, the hunting dog. Wow, that round lasted like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was really just the showstopper being able to kill that spike planter. And then the member from Shower just breaking that wall, not allowing for any members of Knives Out to pick that spike up and plant. Because once it's planted, then the defenders are kind of on the back foot. But looks like I was a little bit wrong in calculating my money for the math. Sorry. As it will allow for some members of Knives Out to be buying, but we'll go into the ping pong economy next round if they don't win this one, because they were not able to use any of those ultimates, and because they were not able to get on site, that Viper's Pit was not popped. So it's gonna be once again this Killjoy and Viper hold on A. This time the Viper Poison Cloud is at short once again, will not be in Showers to stop these 2 members. So hopefully Knives Out able to take advantage of these 2 of Milk and Tea and Lean to try to catch out sofT unawares.
That turret, I think it's pointed towards Showers, so if they walk out, it might go off.
Yeah, but Addy Senpai once again is on the lurking position. And because she's making some noise here, sofT have not rotated any members toward A, so it's going to be a 4v2.
Oh, and they're gonna have to run into the snake bite now. Wow, so much util being used at once. Then there it is, the Viper's Pit being popped.
30 seconds left.
The plant is gonna go down, but so will Riza now, dying to Gingy's nades. And they're gonna have to venture into this. Well, taking the high ground, Gingy going to try to search up for a kill. Oh man, that lockdown is gonna be used as well, and this is just gonna be difficult.
Yeah, that is gonna push all the members of Knives Out off that site, and they're actually just gonna defuse here.
Oh my gosh! What? Wait, she just sprayed and was able to get to. Okay, they're kill hungry. They just wanted to, you know, fit those in before the round closed out.
Yeah, but then because of that, they're taking away valuable guns on the side of Knives Out, because now they cannot buy. And it's not going to look too great, as sofT are looking to slowly close that gap. And now with the Viper's Pit available, that should make one of these sites just unpushable as long as she stays alive. This time it's going to be a 3-man stack toward A, while the Killjoy utility goes on to B. It's kind of going to be up to Addy Senpai right now to see if she can catch any members of sofT off guard. She has been playing the lurk quite well.
Has been indeed. I guess trying to get some information now, as the entire team is going to be split. They're playing things a lot slower after seeing that just sofT just having such a momentum these last few rounds.
And they have to also be careful. There's the frenzy actually coming out from Lean. So you said we didn't see it, but there we go. It is happening. See, look at that. Addy Senpai still being able to keep 3 members of sofT at A.
It's some work, and I just feel like the show's.
Oh.
No! Before I can even say it, she goes down instantly, just in this corner.
Oh!
It's Apparently,
Spike
4K.
down,
She
B.
literally just stood there. Oh my gosh! And it's just Addie to try, but she's all the way on this other side, and Iris Peach is just gonna pick that up. We are at 10-9 now, and this gap is one round away from being closed.
If that showstopper was able to find somebody at the beginning, that round could have turned out so differently. But now it's going to be the full buy from both sides now. And we are really getting to a do or die situation for Knives Out right now, as sofT have won 5 rounds in a row. And they're going to be looking for Knives Out to try to push through some of that utility that is on the site. This time they're going to be trying B. Killjoy still set up here, but this time has the help of Reanimals on that Reyna. Should be able to hold off Octagon for as long as they can. But Addie going to play with the team this time, so it will be a 5v2 should they choose to go onto the site.
Situation is so tense. Both teams not letting up, not going to, get too antsy and move on out. But there it is, the Lear signaling the entry that they so desire, and sofT will have to try to push back on this. But Itsumi, the first to fall, trying to hold down the site, and it's just left to Reanimals now in this elbow area as she awaits her team members, but she will fall as well. And the rest of the team, the rest of the cavalry, finally makes its way as the plant has been placed.
Here.
And now those members
One
of
enemy
sofT are
remaining.
just split up, and Knives Out are taking them down one after another. Jay left in this 1v5 situation, and she can actually afford to go for it here since the money from sofT is looking really good. Just trying to get any of these weapons away. It's looking like it's only going to be one.
Oh man, and sofT was so close to evening out the score too, but the round is going to go to the side of Knives Out now. And what was such a nerve-wracking situation for them, having the enemy team catch up so drastically. Now with this round win, hopefully they'll feel a little bit more at ease.
Yeah, they didn't have to use any of those ultimates to either hold that site or even get onto the site. So that's going to loom over the heads of sofT, as they have to be careful of both the Resurrect and the Empress, which have been online for quite a few rounds now. But it is okay, because on the side of sofT, they have 3 ults of their own that are 1 ult point away, with the Seekers and Viper's Pit already up. So Knives Out, we'll have to look out for those as well. But look at this, the Viper's Pit is just going to be popped onto B, while 4 members of sofT go onto A. And it looks like that has not deterred Knives Out at all. They won't have that showstopper to clear it out, but they will have the boombot and the paint shells. So Iris Peach has to be very careful to stay alive for as long as she can.
They're very confident going for this, and sofT's still not aware that they're still going for this site, leaving Iris Peach, and they're gonna try to go in for this. She gets that snake bite out to delay in time for at least one member to rotate over, and that's going to be Gingy, but will fall after helping with getting that first blood now. Still, there's the TB play.
Yeah, now Knives Out are actually really split up, as Milk and Tea, that good position in defender side is gonna turn to a bad one, as she's gonna get caught out in that toaster oven in showers. Is not gonna do any good for Knives
30
Out.
seconds left.
And Itsumi is in this area as well, in
Enemy
this
remaining.
position, able to get
Spike
2 kills
down
on the
A.
back of the HP, the low HP that her util did, and Reanimals is just gonna pick that one up. And again, we're back at that 1 round differential.
You gotta check those corners with Itsumi. She's been able to just sit in corners and get those kills, because Knives Out is just not checking those angles. So Knives Out gotta look both sides before you cross the street, right? As it is going to be 11-10 right now. And this is getting down to the wire for both teams, and
Where this goes here.
I have no idea who is going to win this, but I know that Knives Out have to, because their economy is not going to be great if they lose this. They're going to try B once again, because they know those toaster ovens at A are not going to help them at all. But this time, there's not too much stopping utility here, as it is only going to be Junji and Reanimals. But that's going to be the paint shells, and they also do have that showstopper up.
Oh, they still made their way onto site though, and that showstopper is up, as you said, and up and
Spike
out.
down,
It
B.
goes onto Riza, but Junji will fall down in that encounter, and it's just gonna be Reanimals pushing this elbow area, spots one in Milk and Tea, but gets the best of, and that plant will go down now. It's left to the retake, and they're making their way all coupled into the CT area. One in elbow, one in cubby, and there's the lockdown, trying to push the members out. But Lean still having her foothold here, and
enemy remaining.
gets the entries, gets both, leaving only Itsumi now. That 3K doing wonders for their team to get this in their back pocket. Now Itsumi making her way onto site. Everybody's awaiting her arrival in Octagon. She doesn't know though, but Dean peeks out and gets the kill. And now we're at match point, Kira. We are possibly one round away
point.
from determining the winner.
That's true, very exciting, and that Viper Wall from Milk and Tea really sealed the deal right there, because the members of sofT could not push out from CT without having to deal with that and the poison clouds. They were already going in minus 50 HP. Lockdown did go down from that same position, but didn't really help too much, as it was that 1v4 situation. And now Knives Out are still holding on to 3 ultimates that could help them win this round, while sofT has expended absolutely everything to try to win. And there's going to be an operator from Itsumi. It's going to make its way into A heaven, but Knives Out once again going toward B. This time sofT has stacked up 3 members, but it is neither of those holding agents.
Oh man, I'm so nervous, Kira. But Lee confidently going in with that showstopper isn't gonna connect. Ree able to capitalize on that kill, but that res will come out now. Chaos is ensuing on this B area as shots are being spammed amidst all the smoke. The plant still able to go down, and the Viper's Pit again going to be expended to try to make things difficult. And they're just going through the site now. Junji gets one. Going to make way with her teammate. That snakebite though is going to block her way. Lean on the other side, however, gets one onto Iris Peach, gets one onto Itsumi. Now only 2 members left. It's going to be Junji and Reanimals. They have to try to take this, or else the game is over. And they're going in through this
player
smoke,
standing.
but Lean! Oh no, and Dean! Oh
Attackers
my
win.
goodness, Kira! That's the game! And we have crowned our winners for the owning division of Season 3 GCL. Knives Out! Woo!
Woo! And we see here at the end screen, Junji, Itsumi, they had a lot of those first bloods, and Knives Out were basically playing on a deficit for most of those rounds, but unfortunately not able to capitalize that, as you said, Knives Out going to be winning those, is it $250 along with
Yes, ma'am.
Elgato products?
Poggers. Wow, what a series. Both teams really played it out and went the distance. They brought us a great series of Valorant tonight, and GG's to sofT, and big congratulations to Knives Out for again being the winners of owning division Season 3 GCL powered by Elgato. Just great gameplay all around, and I'm so happy you were here with me to cast this, Kira.
Oh, thanks, Jess. I want to say some closing notes now that we have crowned our winners. Again, congratulations to Knives Out, GG's to sofT, and thank you Elgato once again for partnering with us on this season of GCL. And you can type Elgato in the chat for people that, for you guys to check it out, because I know they got some pretty good stuff. And maybe you can ask Knives Out, what they actually choose to get. And they can test it out for you, right? But in any case, tomorrow at 1 p.m. PST, we have open division playoffs, and those are both the semis and the finals. So you get 2 best of 3s, not 1, but 2. And they will once again be with me and Jess. So you will hear our lovely voices. So if you loved us today, come back
Hooray.
tomorrow. And also, of course, to like watch the games, right? Games are more important than our voices, honestly. On Sunday at 1 p.m. PST, we do have the Learning Division playoffs as well. Is that both the semis and the finals or just the finals?
It's both, Kira.
Both? It's both, but that will not be by us, but still come. Anyway, to show support. Yep. Sunday is EU in-houses at 5 p.m. CET, and then any in-houses will be following the learning playoffs later that night. And the exciting news is next week we are hosting the VCT Game Changers Academy beginning on Friday. So hit up !socials to hear more information regarding the teams and schedule for that, as that is 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you got a lot of games, and don't watch actual VCT, come watch us, you know?
Nice. But yes, that is all for us from us today, folks. Thank you for joining us and watching the finals of the Owen Division. Again, congratulations to Knives Out and GG's to sofT. Make sure to say hi, congratulate both teams on giving us such a great finals when you see them in the Discord, which you can also join by doing by doing exclamation mark. I was about to say hashtag exclamation mark
Yes.
Discord.